Hello guys, good evening everyone. Welcome to Pantech Solutions, and I'm warmly welcome you all for this session, AI Masterclass Day 26. So in this session we are going to see the basic concepts about natural language processing. So from here you will learn what is the basics about natural language processing. So this is the session. It is going to be like a very short session, so which is going to be only cover up basic terminologies of NLP and what is mean by NLP and what is mean by NLG and then NLU. So those things we are going to see in this session. So before that, I'm warmly welcome you all. So here of course we have Kamas Hegazi, hi sir, and Vimla ma'am, hi ma'am, and Hitanshu Raval is here, good evening, and Asira Frida, hi, good evening. Sonu Nagar is back again, good evening, hi. And Sakurai Merao, yeah, hi, good evening. And Nagashri Lakshmi, hi, good evening. And Shaikh Faizat Azim, hi, good evening. So good evening everyone. So I hope you guys are ready to attend the session, right? So in this session, first of all, we are going to see about the evaluation of human language. And then on the NLP, that is on the natural language processing, we are going to have a quick overview about NLU and then NLG. So NLU means natural language understanding and natural language generation. And then we are going to see the basic about NLP terminologies, and then we are going to see the application of NLP. And finally, we are going to have a Q&A. Okay. So I hope you guys are ready. So if you are ready, please put "I'm ready" in your live chat. So before going on to here, so while talking about the language, so of course, so each and every people are speaking like more than 2 to 3 languages, right? So and here we are also a lot of participants are here. So what's your mother tongue? Okay, you can put your answers in the live chat. Okay, so we used to speak a lot of languages. Like mostly used languages is going to be English, right? So while creating a chatbot or while creating voice assistants like a Google Assistant, and then there are a lot of voice assistants out there, right? So you just ping me the answer like what are the voice assistant you know. Okay, so for that voice assistant, so first of all there are a lot of difficulties. Okay, so difficulties in the sense, first of all, the system or a computer or a robot should understand, right? First of all, you just want to listen. So as like a human being, so I'm here and you guys are here. Okay, so here we are getting the response about the mother tongues. Okay, it's really great. Okay, so here we have a lot of participants. So I'm also here, so I'm just speaking with you guys, right? So the common thing which is present between you and me, the common thing is first of all language, right? So the common language which we can able to speak is the thing like English, right? So here we have that common understanding with the help of the common language. So first of all, if you want to create a chatbot, if you want to create a voice assistant, so definitely we need to choose the language first, right? So once you have chosen a language, so first of all, then you just want to be know about the basics about the language. So for example, if you are taking an English, so you just want to know like a basic thing about the English, right? So then only first of all you just want to listen. So for listening and then speaking, so we'll have a nature, so like ears and then mouth is here. So for ear we are going to listen it. So same as like that kind of capability can be given to the machine or a computer or a robot with the help of the microphones, right? So microphones can be given to the robot or a machine to perform the applications called hearing. Okay, so hearing is nothing but it is going to detect the signal. Okay, so the sound or anything, so these are all nothing but it is a signal, right? So that signal, first of all, you just want to detect it. So that's the first challenges. And then second challenges, so what is the second challenge? You just want to speak. So while speaking also it should know like how to speak. So for that we can use the speaker, again that is a signal, but only thing is, so here this is the input for listening. So like to identify what is the frequency. So for example, each and every word, so here there is a sentence called evolution of human language. So for each and every word they will have a different signal, right? So that kind of signal going to be analyzed to detect each and every word. So that can be done with the help of like normal other kind of advanced machine learning concepts and those things. So other than that, listening and then understanding, and then you just want to form the sentence to reply back, and we just going to reply back. So same as like for like this is for normal human beings. So same as like for a machine or a robot, anything. So first of all, you're just going to listen via the microphone, and it's going to understand and it's going to identify the meaning from the help of these kind of concepts called natural language processing or machine learning, and then it will try to reply back. Okay, so for replying back, so they'll used to have speakers in it. Okay, so other than that, so there are a lot of other than challenges also there. So there will be a lot of noises which may be a little bit similar to certain kind of word. So for example, if there is a word called off, okay, off, okay, so this is the word. So there may be any kind of noise which is going to be little bit similar to the frequency of the word called off. Okay, so on the time the system also should recognize, or the system should also identify, so this is the noise signal, or this is the noise signal, this is not the signal which is created by the person. Okay, so likewise you just want to identify the pattern. So same as like in the leaf disease concept. So whenever we are going to deploy it in a real time, what we did, so we have specified a classes, right? So classes in the sense and trunk nose, late blight, dark blight, tomato, late blight, tomato, dark blight, and then we have also segregated another folder called background in the real-time video testing code. So that's same as like, so here also if you want to create a data sets like for a sound or some kind of recognition, so definitely on the time also you just want to create another class to identify or to recognize the noised sound waves and those things. Okay, so with the help of that only you can able to identify, okay, which one is normally created a voice pattern and which one is a noise pattern. Okay, so that's why that's the proper way. Okay, so and after that so there is another thing, another challenges like in-depth challenges, which is nothing but, so once the signal is received, so once the signal is received, we have the sentence, like if I'm asking to my Amazon Alexa or my Siri, so who is the president of India, or what's the time now. So if the question is what's the time now, so what is the time now, so we just want to identify the meaning of it and we just want to reply back. Okay, so to understand or to identify the what is the meaning which is present in the text which I spoke to that Siri or some kind of voice assistant. So we need to identify that, and you just want to identify that, and you just want to find out the meaning from the internet, and you just want to reply back, right? So from that, these kind of challenges. So first of all, you just already understood there is the listening and then replying back. Okay, so here first of all, while talking about the NLP, okay, so it is also, you can call it as like it is a branch of computer science, and it is going to combine the artificial intelligence with the human language and the computer science to form as a NLP. Okay, so here there is a two things, one is understanding or listening, and then you just want to reply back. So these are the two ways. Okay, so two-way communication, because I'm asking some question, you are replying here in the live chat, so this is like mutual sharing. Okay, so that kind of thing, it should need to be present in any kind of assistants or chatbots, or it may be anywhere. Okay, so and then while talking about the text mining, so this is nothing but to retrieve the original content or original data or original information from the complete sentence. So for example, so if some of the participants are asking like I need attendance form or something like that. So the main core value is they just asking for only attendance form, right? So other than that, there is a word called this, was, the, so those things, it is not necessary. So text mining is the kind of like, it is going to extract the information like meaningful content which is present in the complete sentence or complete document file and those things. Okay, so text mining is like mining in the sense, it is going to search for it, just going to look for the meaningful data which is present in the sentence or the complete word file or notepad file. Okay, so and then while talking about this branches, so this, while talking about the NLP, so it is the combination of computer science and artificial intelligence as well as the human language. Okay, it is going to combine each and everything to form a single part which is known as an NLP. Okay, natural language processing. And while talking about the natural language processing, there are the two things, one is natural language understanding and then natural language generation. So these also, I think you got familiar. So first of all, we just want to understand and we just want to retrieve the meaning. So it may be any chatbot. So I think if there is any business people, they may use the donkey or something like that. Chatbot is in Messenger. And then I think a lot of people may know about the hikes Natasha, right? So if you know about the hike Natasha, you just ping yes, I know in your live chat. So hike Natasha, it is like previous chat, automatic chatting system, like it is a chat bot where we can able to interact a lot, so which has been a lot more before. So that kind of chatbot, so you are going to give something, you are going to give some information. So from that information, it's going to identify a certain meaning. So for understanding your words or your sentence, so whatever will maybe, so if it is not understand, it should it just want to give you the reply like I can't able to understand. So that kind of unmeaningful data, that kind of information or that kind of training also should be done for our model. Okay, so natural language understanding, to understand what is that, and so to identify the real meaning, so that is lies under the natural language understanding. And then second concept, that is natural language generation. So for the meaning which we have got, so for that we need to frame the sentence or frame the reply. So it may be also like chat or voice assistant. So it just want to form the like reply. So for example, if I'm asking what's the time now, so then it will identify, okay, so he is asking the current time. So then it will try to identify, or it will, if it is a normal embedded system, so it will try to identify from the RTC, or if it is connected with the internet, it can able to get it from the internet, or like it can use the time zones. So with the help of that, it will try to identify the timing, right? So and then it will going to reply back. So now the time is 8:20 p.m. Okay, so likewise, so these kind of process, like it just want to frame the sentence to reply back, which also should be understand on the other direction, or like other person. Okay, so so it should not also reply. So it just should not tell like 8:30 p.m. So instead of that, now the current time is 8:30 p.m. So like that, we need to frame the sentence which should be understood on the other side of the people who are interacting with the chatbot or assistant. Okay, so that kind of process going to be under lies under the concepts called natural language generation. Okay, so while talking about the NLP terminology, so terminology is the main thing, because if you are going to process any chatbot, if you are going to create any chatbot by using NLP, so definitely we need to process the text. So for example, text in the sense, you may have a lot of data. So for example, if the person is if the person asks what's the time now, so that is the question. So from that question, we need to extract a lot of features, what is the real meaning. So for that, there are a lot of process need to be done before identifying or before reply back, because if you are asking chatbots like some of the question, so we just want to understand that. So for that, so there are a lot of backend process which is running, so that is known as NLP terminology. So while talking about the first terminology, that is mean by tokenization. So what is mean by tokenization? This is nothing but, you just see the example. So the question is what's the time now, so that question going to be segregated as a word, or it going to be tokenized, like what's the time now. Okay, you just see the example, definitely it will be understandable. Okay, so so it is nothing but it is going to break the strings into the small individual token. So that is meant by tokenization, the first process of our NLP program. Okay, so here we have the complete sentence or complete text which is present in the chat or chatbot or voice assistant. So from that, it's going to segregate each and every word, or that is mean by tokens. Okay, so here it is a one token, and the one token, time, it's another token, and now that's also another token. So tokenization is the process of breaking the strings into a small individual token. Okay, so I hope you guys got this. So these are all like advanced this will be very helpful for cracking interviews also, because these are all like single word meaning. Okay, definitely it will be easy to understand, I think so. Okay, so tokenization, that's the process. Okay, going to split up in the strings or small tokens. And then second terminology, that is a stemming. So stemming in the sense, it is with the help of the sentence, it's going to identify the root word, because so here there is a questions like can you play a music, what's the music playing behind it. So that there is a lot of questions which can be asked in a lot of ways. So even it is actually in a lot of ways. First of all, you just want to identify the root word, right? So here there is a words called playing, played, plays, right? So that kind of text. So what is the root word here? So play is the root word. So that kind of finding out the root word, which will be very helpful for understanding the meaning on the upcoming purpose or upcoming time. So that why we are going to use this stemming process, okay, which is used to identify the core meaning or root word of the word which is already present here. Okay, maybe verb. So here there is a verb called playing, played, plays. So the root word is going to be play. So that kind of process is also going to be done or going to be happened with the help of this stemming process. Okay, so and then there is another process called lemmatization, okay, which is also very similar to stemming, but if you just see this see this example. So here grouping different inflected form of word called lemma. So here lemma is in the sense, so here there is a, it can able to identify the root word only if the example or if the word is very similar to it. But here, okay, so but here if you are talking about here, so this example, it is going to hold on. Okay, sorry guys, some of the technical issues has happened in the control room. Okay, so really sorry for that. So I'm continuing the session. So lemmatization. So it is very similar to the stemming, but it is going to identify, even though the word is little bit very completely different from the root word. So here there is a word called better, super. So from that it is going to identify, okay, so that is positive one, and that core word or root word going to be good. Okay, so I hope you can able to understand the difference between stemming and then lemmatization. Okay, so it is very similar. So stemming, it is also going to identify the root word, but the words which is going to classify, which is going to identify the root word, that is going to be very easy, and it is going to be very much similar to the root word. But whereas in the lemmatization, this grouping, it is going to different inflected form of the word. So these kind of words are known as lemma. Okay, so the word which is identified from this process called lemmatization, the words are called lemma. So that is little bit similar to the previous process like stemming, but it will try to identify the proper or perfect word. Okay, so that is the difference between stemming and the lemmatization. And then while talking about the POS means pods of speech. So here, so it will try to identify. So you just see the example. So Google about Pantech solutions. Okay, so here Google can also be a noun or also be a verb, right? So Google is also, there is a verb called googling. So there are verb is also there, but so verb, that is a verb, right? So here Google about Pantech solution, so it is a verb, right? And also there is an industry called Google. So that there is also a possibility it may be like noun, right? So so we just want to try to identify the current word, whether it is acting as a noun or is it acting as a verb based on the upcoming sentence or upcoming words. Okay, so here if you are talking about like Google is the great industry, okay, so or great company or the biggest company, so if that is the word, so definitely the Google is going to play a role as a noun. But whereas in this words or in this sentence, Google about Pantech solutions, if this is the scenario, so Google about Pantech solutions, so here Google is playing a role called verb. So these kind of like identification can be done with the help of the NLP's terminology called POS. Okay, so that's about here. And then named entity recognition. So here again Google about Pantech solutions. So so here it will try to identify, other than that verb and the noun, so it will try to identify a certain word or certain part of that complete, like combination of two words it may be. So it will try to identify whether that is a place, or it may be like an organization, or is it representing the quantity, or is it a person. Okay, so that kind of process. So for example, here there is the same example like Google about Pantech solutions. So here Google is going to be verb, of course, which can be done with the help of the previous process called pods of speech. But there is about Pantech solutions is here. So Pantech solution, so that is going to be the organization. Okay, So that kind of, either that is an organization, or either it is they are representing the location, or either that is quantity, or either that is a person. So that kind of thing can be done, or can be done with the help of this named entity recognition. Okay, so this named entity recognition, so it is going to identify, it is also going to be helpful for identifying either that is organization or location or a quantity or a person, it may be etc. Okay, so with the help of this named entity recognition, this kind of organization can be recognized or can be identified for other applications such as like chatbots or voice assistants. And then there is another process called chunking. So chunking, so it is like opposite to the one terminology. What is the answer? Okay, so picking piece of the words and form into phrases. So there is a one terminology which we have seen in before 10 minutes or before 15 minutes. So what is really like opposite to the certain terminology? So here there is a chunking. Okay, you just post your answers in the live chat. Okay, so here Google about Pantech solutions, there are a lot of different like words. So it is kind of, it is going to be it may be in the process of NLG. Okay, so like Google about Pantech solutions, so it's going to form as a complete sentence. Okay, so this process or this kind of terminology, this is known as a chunking. Okay, so which is lies under the NLP terminology. Okay, so and then that's up to here. And so whenever if you want to deploy NLP, that is natural language application, so you need a certain toolkit, which is nothing but NLTK, natural language toolkit. Okay, so on the tomorrow session we will see how to install natural language toolkit, and we'll see deploy a certain application using NLTK. So to identify the stop words, so stop words in the sense is, was, the, and so those things. Okay, so we are going to remove that. So yeah, the first answer from Yellappu Padma, yeah, that's exactly right. So it's really great. She's the first one who answered the it's really a great question. Sorry, it is a really great answer. Yeah, and then we have Raghavendran sir. So, yeah, so that is the process which is going to be completely opposite to the process called tokenization. Okay, so tokenization in the sense to segregate the word, right? So here this natural language toolkit, which is going to be helpful for process or to segregate or to identify the stop words and to remove that kind of stop words. Okay, so that's up to here, this up to natural language toolkit. Okay, so I hope you guys got this. And while talking about the application, so sentimental analysis, so sentimental analysis for example in the social media they have been used here, as well as in the chatbots and then voice assistants also. So for each and every reply which you are giving in the chatbots, or like a news or post which is already present in the social media, so it can able to identify whether that is a threat message or threat notification or threat post, or it is a bad or sad post. So that kind of emotions. So here only there is a three emotions like good, normal or bad. So other than that, there is also a threat, anger, and happy, and sad, and so there are a lot of disgusting. So there are a lot of kind of other emotions also there. So by identifying or by analyzing the sentence or analyzing the text, we can also able to identify that emotions or sentimental analysis. So even though the sentimental analysis we are going to see in the upcoming sessions. Okay, so which is will be very helpful to identify whether that is a good, or either it is a positive or negative or a neutral. Okay, so that kind of sentimental analysis can be done with the help of this NLP. And then chatbot, of course, like Height Natasha. So yeah, we have seen a response that I know about Height Natasha. So that kind of chatbot, if you want to create it, definitely you can do that. So so that I hope you guys know what is the difference between normal thing, normal programming, and then chatbot. So chatbot, there are a lot of ways having reinforcement learning. So based on each and every response or everything which you are giving to the assistant or to the chatbots, definitely it will start learning. Because even though if you are seeing the Google Assistant and Siri and then Amazon Alexa, so if you are seeing these kind of voice assistant, it's really continuously learning because if you are seeing the response. So because normally while talking about the English, definitely normal English, which is different from American English or British English, definitely it will be different. So based on that user request, because a lot of people may have interacted with the Google Assistant, so from that it just starts learning, it just continuously learning. So for each and every word, how they are pronouncing, and try to modify the core server area where the original meaning of the certain word where it is lies in the training model. Okay, so with the help of that, it is going to try to identify, okay, so he is trying to tell that is a chatbot, or he is trying to tell the word called messaging. So from that, it is also it is very easy to identify, okay, so this is the word exactly he's expecting. Okay, so like that kind of prediction and that kind of voice assistant based response can be done with the help of NLP. And then speech recognition, of course, like to process the audio pulse. So there is a audio, if I'm telling that hello guys, welcome to Pantech Solutions, it's me Sanjay. So these are the complete sentence. So from that sentence, so there is each and every word. So hello guys, welcome to Pantech Solutions. So there are a lot of there are number of words. So each and every word will have a certain sound pattern. So that sound pattern going to be analyzed to identify that. It is little bit different from the chatbot. So in the chatbot, you are directly going to give the text. But if whenever you are going to process or application called voice assistance, like a speech recognition system, it is little bit challenging when compared to the chatbot, because we need to identify the sound pattern of it also. Sound pattern of each and every word, and it try to identify the word, and then only just going to form out the sentence. So from that, it's going to identify the meaning, and then again it is going to be converted into a text. Again that text going to be converted into a like it is going to be again converted into a string, or it is again going to be converted into a voice. Okay, so that's up to the speech recognition. And machine translation, I hope you guys have used Google Translate and translating devices out there, so which is used to identify the real exact meaning of the first word and then second word, which is one language with the another language. The Google Translate, which will be very helpful. So that kind of process development can be done also with the help of NLP. And spell checking, of course, I hope you guys have used Grammarly, and nowadays in email also there are a lot of automatic spell check is also there, automatic spell correction is also there, so which will be very helpful for identifying the current spelling, as well as it is also going to predict the comma or this kind of punctuation by analyzing the upcoming words or the previous words or previous sentence. So from that, it is going to predict that, and it is going to give you the suggestion. So those kind of thing also can be done with that. And keyword search, so keyword search is just nothing but like a SEO. I think you guys know about the SEO, that is search engine optimization. Because if you are a blogger, so if you are writing a blog about artificial intelligence, so definitely that blog should contains the keyword. So on the tomorrow session, we are going to do that. So from the content, it's going to identify the keyword. So we need to write the content based on a certain keyword. So Google is automatically searching for it, and even though it is trying to compare the your blog text with the other content, so either that is a copied content or original content. So if it is a copied content, then your Google algorithm won't allow your page to be in the first page. So it will go back, it will make your page to be in the 40th page or 50th page. Okay, so the Google algorithm is continuously analyzing your blog post or everything. Okay, so that sentence or the word which you have used, and each and everything, whether that is copied content or like that is mean a plagiarism. So that kind of analysis also can be done with the help of NLP. And then extraction information. So extraction information in the sense, let us take the same application. If you are a blogger, so you are writing the artificial intelligence blog, so it will try to identify, okay, who is giving the more content, and which becomes more informative, and in which area, on which page user are getting engaged, and what is the quality of the content, and what is the reviews. So based on the reviews, it will try to Google algorithm will try to identify the meaning. Okay, either it's a positive or either it's a negative. So based on the Google reviews, it will try to filter out, okay, so this page, or let us take the Pantech Solutions. So Pantech Solutions is giving or providing the great information when compared to the other content providers on the certain topic. So we'll make that Pantech Solutions website or Pantech Solutions that blog post to be displayed in the first page of the Google. So that kind of analysis also can be done with the help of NLP. And advertisement matching. So I think you guys have experienced it. So you may search something in the Google, but same thing maybe come as an ad for you, and the same kind of information or same kind of video will be played, or you can able to see in the YouTube. So that kind of analysis. So whatever the search you are doing in your search boxes, that will be automatically analyzed. So based on that, it will try to identify the videos, or it will try to identify the blog post, and it's going to display you it in the your working page, or it may be like YouTube, or it may be Google, or it may be anything. Okay, so that kind of process also done. So yeah, we are in the final part of the session. Yeah, so it is a final call for a 30-day challenge on artificial intelligence at this price, because if you are going to register within the only 3 days are remaining. So if you are going to register for this course before this 3 days, that course value is going to be rupees 750 and $10. And if you're going to register for this course after this 3 days, after the 3 days, if you're going to register for 4th day, then that course value is going to be about 999. But if you're going to register for next month, then that course value is going to be 2999, that is $41. Okay, so that's why I'm just telling you this is the right chance or right opportunity to register for this course. The link is given in the description below. Why? Because there we have explored a lot in the internship other than the YouTube. So you're going to get complete 30-day video lectures, and you are going to get 40+ source code, which includes bonus source code and basic Python program source code. And then you are also going to get PowerPoint presentation and the data set which we have used for each and every application. And also you are going to get other materials which is required to complete a certain project. And you are also going to get trained model file which you have did in a certain project. And you are also going to get complete forum support for technical discussion and other kind of normal like your doubts or error facing on in your project. And you are also going to get access for a Telegram group where you are going to interact with me directly. And you are also going to get ideas on artificial intelligence clouds and then hardware. And it will be very helpful for cracking artificial intelligence interviews. And also you're going to get artificial intelligence internship certificate. And don't miss out on this opportunity. Please register as soon as possible. The link is given in the description below. And while talking about the success of life, not only about the skill set, mindset webinar is also provided by the Pantech Solutions for free each and every day around 9:30 p.m. That video is getting published on the YouTube, so don't miss out that great thing, because only skill set won't give you the money, or won't give you the it is not only will be helpful for to achieve your dreams, or it may be like financial, or it may be anything. Okay, so definitely you need a mindset to achieve it. So that's why we are providing this mindset free webinar for you guys for free. So don't miss that mindset webinar, and don't forget to send a video testimonial also. So you just turn on your selfie camera and record yourself, like what is about the session, because only 3 days remaining. You just describe about the session or describe about me as well, so how we can able to improve, and definitely what you require. So on the upcoming sessions, or like it may be like a robotic operating system, or it may be anything, so like it going to be happened, or it going to be conducted as soon as possible. So what are the things which you are expecting from us? So that kind of thing you can able to describe in the video. So don't waste your time, turn on your selfie camera, be confident, and just speak what you like and what you want, and you just send that video to the telegram number which is given in the description below. So we are in the final part of the session Q&A. If you have any questions, you can raise your questions fast. Yeah. For internship certificate to be received as 26-day attendance required. Actually not like that. If you are a registered participant, if you are a paid participant, don't bother about the certificate. Definitely once you have completed the course, that is automatically recorded there. So once you have completed the course, internship certificate will be sent to you. Okay, so I hope there is no question here. So thank you once again. So on the tomorrow session, we are going to discuss about title formation or tag formation or tag generation from the paragraph using NLP with the help of natural language toolkit and other different libraries. Okay, so and if you want to know about any project or product, please visit pantechsolutions.net. And if you want to know about any course, please visit learn.pantechsolutions.net. And if you want to personally follow me, you can follow me through LinkedIn. The LinkedIn link is also given in the description below. So thank you once again. Thank you for each and every participant who have interacted here. And if you have any questions, raise your questions in the comment box below. Instead of that, you can join with me on in the paid participant. As a paid participant, you can interact with me on Telegram personally. So it is really great to have your interaction on a Telegram. Okay, so thank you once again. So it's me, Sanjay. Until then, bye. We'll see you on the tomorrow session.